Welcome to a new video. I'm at SeaWorld San Diego. I've just been to Legoland this morning and it's now just come up to 1 o'clock, so I've got 4 hours here at SeaWorld San Diego. Credit where credit's due. Before you even pay for parking, there is a sign outside which says all the rides are unavailable. Apparently it's just Rocket Rescue, which is like a spinny flat ride, which isn't available today. Saying that, Journey to Atlantis, which looks like a Mack water type coaster, that doesn't look very operational. So I'm not saying, unless it's just really quiet. The car park doesn't seem too dead though. It's like a few hundred cars here. So yeah, so parking was $30. That's like 26 quid. It came up on my phone as, and then entry was again $99. So. Oh, there you go, the Premier Sky Screen. Oh, to be fair, there's 2 people on. And when there's only 2 people on a Premier Sky Screen, you know it's gonna be a quiet day. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It's always very appreciated. And also after this now, but at the end of the video, if you can give it a like, that will tell YouTube to show it to more people, hopefully. Right, let's go. From the dispatch times, the Journey to Atlantis is going as well, actually. I've just seen it going. Judging from the dispatch times, they do let you just stay in your seat and go around again. It's a shame there isn't like a huge hyper or something here. We have got a giant dive coaster, but obviously my dive coasters for me aren't my fave. More good news though is this is the first place I can actually take you on ride with the GoPro. SeaWorld parks are normally pretty good on allowing filming, so I've got the wrist strap and the GoPro as well, so I can take you on board. There is a separate theme park, Sesame Place, which is about 20 minutes away from here, but I just couldn't spend the extra money to go. There's one coaster there, it's only a small thing. I just couldn't bear myself to pay to go. Well, I do like the entrance. Again, must get painted all the time considering how faded everything must get. A little kids area, drop tower swing and some bouncing bugs. Obviously the moment they do the Hallow Scream event, which I'm not going to be going to because it's not on tonight. I do think SeaWorld in general at the moment are putting in rides at a rate of knots due to the want to move away from the animal experiences, I think, in general. That's why I think they are investing so heavily in their rides. So what's this one? Electric Eel. So it's a Premier Sky Scream. 5-minute time. Well, it just looks very well presented. Everything's extremely well painted.
Now sit back with your back against the seat and head against the headrest.
airtime on these things are incredible. Oh, here we go. Even that, you literally fly out. Oh, hello. At least once I've got this. Oh my lord! Oh. These do still jam your neck a little bit. Oh. Re-rider policy was, do you want to go again? Yeah, off you go. There's no one waiting in the front row. Oh, I love that, it's great. There's still no one waiting. I might try the back row now. I do like them because you do get insane amounts of airtime on there. The one at Germany Holiday Park is still the best because it doesn't have, I keep saying this, I need to check. I don't think it has the comfort collars on there. And also, I will say this about the trains to get in and out of. Once you're in it, it's quite comfortable. But to get in and out of it is an absolute pain. Premier need to work on that. I will say about this about Premier is their rides do park very fast. Something which normally talks about, like sometimes it takes a lot of faffing to line up. That comes in, stops, the bar's open, off you go. I mean that is undercut by how long it takes you to get in and out of the car, but we'll gloss over that. California's tallest and fastest dive coaster. Does California have a lot of dive coasters? I will say this as well, again today I just heard a lot of people, not a lot of people, but on the train behind me they were all talking about airtime and stuff and they didn't seem to be, coaster geeks, they're more of a family. So we're going to Emperor, which is, I don't know if it's new for this year or it was definitely new for either last year or this year. And then we'll come back to Journey to Atlantis. Maybe, is it a map? I don't know. Oh my god. Can you see, there's actually a waterfall that literally just hits the centre of the boat. Like 2 hose pipes. Oh god, it might be a bit of a wetter one than I was anticipating. Well, it's a bit of a car park coaster, this one. It's got the vest restraints as well. Let me get a look at where the drop is. So that was surprisingly jolty. It wasn't rough, you can't call it rough. But particularly towards the second half of the ride, there was some pretty major bumps. I just watched the GoPro footage back and because what I don't like is when you see a POV and it's got all the stabilization turned on, like the maximum GoPros can go to, and it makes it start to look odd as you go around corners because obviously GoPro is trying to do its best to calculate what it should do to make the footage non-shaky, but sometimes you need a little bit of shakiness because it's quite rough. I'll go on again in a bit and get one with slightly, with the stuff turned on, see if it's much better. But the first bit's fine. It's anything after this bit here, and it was a bit big jolts. It's completely acceptable. It's a fun ride.
Before you soar, ensure glasses are secure on your fence. Disposing all trash and gum before reaching the level gates. Should not money. Please refer to listed ride requirements or check with the ride operator before going. Due to the unique stadiums.
Yeah, so it's solid, just a tad rough Emperor. It could be a clone of another type somewhere, but it is only the 6 seats. Oh, Journey to Atlantis is closed. Oh, that's a shame. Hopefully it comes back up. Right, let's go and find some other stuff and come back to it. Yeah, the vest restraints are absolutely fine. Nothing will beat that Oblivion ride I had. Oblivion, the white hole, the black hole, can't remember, in Gardaland on the back row. The best ride I've ever had on a dive coaster there. Also, did you see the views from the top of Edinburgh? Of all the bay and stuff? Like I say, it looks absolutely stunning around this area. I just realised there was probably a little bit of sun cream on the lens, so if everything's been blurry so far, I apologise. So much like in Orlando, this one is a paid extra, it's $6. It's already cost $99 today to come in, so what winds me up about stuff like that is when they say, oh, it's going to, your $6 fee is going towards conservation. It's like, my $99 fee is also going towards conservation, right? What makes the ride tower different? Stuff like that's why, because that's not the reason, it's just they want to make a bit of extra dollar. Anyway, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, we've got Manta, which here is not a flying coaster. Yes! It is a Mack launch coaster. It's very much a family launch coaster though, although a lot of people would describe most Mack launch coasters as family coasters because they don't have too much gusto, do they? But it does look fun, if nothing else. I'm thinking kind of Slinky Dog, like between Slinky Dog oh, it looks great flying over the top there. Yeah, I'm thinking like between Slinky Dog and a like a proper big boy Mack coaster. That's what it's kind of giving me the vibes of. Alright, let's have a go. So I'm halfway what I thought down the queue line. It wasn't immediately obvious that it was actually just an aquarium. I imagine it's the same as Manta. Yeah, you actually just see an aquarium, but it's a very odd smell in here. Very, very odd smell.
Feel the rush on that.
Okay, just had a go on the front. Now it's time for a go on the back. I think calling it a slinky dog coaster was a little bit harsh. It's better than that. This bit is a bit odd though, because you can see this. Is that picking up on the camera? It says IP address, VGA1 searching, HDMI searching. This is obviously going to have projectors all around because we are moving forwards and backwards gently, as if we're probably in the ocean, I imagine. It's a bit weird because it's slightly terrifying, as if something's not working. Here we go. Obviously, I do think like was this the only option they could have done to make something like this? But it's solid. It's really weird being on like a big Mack mega coaster. In fact, these trains are bigger than Icon's trains, and just be doing it. But it's fun. Okay, next up it's Tidal Twister, which is a sky. No, I can't remember now. It's not Skyline, is it? Skyline? Manufactured by Skyline? I cannot remember. But it's, I mean, there's arguments to be had. It's essentially a single rail drive tyre, I think it's drive tyres, roller coaster. I mean, it looks like the track looks no different to what you'd find on an RMC effectively. It's got two stations, one on this side, one on the far side, and the two cars are connected by lots of smaller cars, and you go around the track at the same time. One just goes over the top and one does an inversion. It's very odd. I've always wanted to try one since I saw these things exist. You see here, these cars here keep them connected. There's one car on that side, there's one car on this side. Yeah, you can see how it there by the drive tyres.
Onto your lap harness, face forward, and keep your back and head against the seat and headrest.
This thing looks odd.
Now hold on to your lap harness, face forward, and keep your back and head against the seat and headrest.
did a tidal twister. This is weird. I think that's the actual sea. I think it is a coaster. It's a powered coaster, not in a traditional like electric sense, but it's a powered coaster. The rails look no different to RMC rails. However, it does ride different. It's a bit of a basher. But and then I did the rapids, and I didn't film on there because I was with other people. And out of everything which is awkward about filming, that is the most awkward. I did just get the one waterfall which didn't switch off. I hope I got it on the GoPro. So I'm going on the sky ride next, and after the sky ride I think it's pretty much just Journey to Atlantis I need to get. What an absolutely gorgeous little seating area that you can come and have picnics on. It's all astroturfed. This is incredible. If I was going to eat some food today, it would be here. Uh-oh. It's a pay again. It was $6, so we'll not be doing it. Right, in that case, I need to consult some sort of map. This looks like a map, doesn't it? And then just get a kind of feel for anything else that I might want to do. So the thing, obviously the shows aren't what I'm really interested in, but there are some absolutely huge auditoriums here, which just screams like people are still wanting the shows, aren't they? Else they just wouldn't do it. Anyway. So this is the ride, Riptide Rescue, which was advertised as closed. There's a ladder there. So it's not just been, you know, at least some work is actually happening to it. It looks like a very well themed, almost like a condor, like a very mini condor. You know, the cars swing out as they spin round. Right, this is pretty much a dead end, isn't it? I've just seen Journey to Atlantis go down with some people on, so it looks like it's open. Which is good news. People are coming off reasonably wet. Not too wet, just reasonably wet. So the big pump does actually switch off just before it drops. I will say this about SeaWorld. They've got some of the best music. Like, there is pop music around the park, but like even on Emperor, they had themed music at the top of the lift. And it wasn't just on, it was on and loud, which is the thing that most parks miss. It needs to be quite loud.
Welcome back, riders. Please exit to your left when I say here at SeaWorld.
whilst I'm waiting for
At
the
that time, grab all personal
1,
belongings
2,
and
3,
exit
4,
to your
5.
left.
It was 6. You've got to wait 6 cycles in order to get off, which is crazy. But this bit, you can see here, they have it's for loading guests who need additional time. You can bring a wheelchair up to this side, get on, and the whole transfer track will move. Bring this train on, well, this boat, and then send it on its way. That seems awfully like, that must be retrofitted, because no one was that good with disabled access when this was built, which is quite a while ago now. It also looks like on busy days, the single rider camp. I'm sure I saw single rider somewhere else as well. I can't remember now though, I know it's not much use, but... So yeah, that was pretty smooth actually. I was still going to be a bit jolty side to side, but yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. Didn't know it had a lift, although saying that, I knew I couldn't see a second lift hill I could change, so I don't know why I never questioned it. They have just started running out on empty boats though. No idea why. As soon as I got off, they just sent it empty, and the one ahead of me went empty as well. Not sure why. No explanation of why that was. Anyway, but yeah, it was alright. It also had really good music, and it did try and have a storyline as well. Only through audio, not much else. Right, there was no one else in those toilets, hence why I took a little video in there. There was a notice about drinking alcohol when you're pregnant causes birth defects on the wall next to the hand dryers. It's not like an advertisement poster for like, you know, like a campaign. It was like it's been there for like a park written sign. Also, it's in the gents' toilets. So even more of a weird choice to put it there. Bizarre. Still people coming in. 4 PM. Shuts at 5. And she was asking about the Halloween event, so maybe she thought we should be going to that. I don't know. So that's it. That's the end of my visit here at SeaWorld San Diego. Like I said, I can't comment on all the animal stuff because none of that is of interest to me, so I've not seen any of that. To do every single ride on the park on a quiet day, it's now 4 o'clock and I arrived at 1, 2, 3, 4. And I took it leisurely, did a few things twice, 3 times, around again, so it wasn't windy at all in the park. Out here it is quite windy. So I'm going to go about 7 minutes away now to Belmont Park. On the next video, it'll be a very small video once again, just because it's only one coast that I want to go on pretty much. So if you got this far, thank you very much for watching. I just put some more sun cream on, so that's why I'm glistening a little bit. Thank you. I'm just enjoying Atlantis go around empty again. Thank you very much for watching. Please press the subscribe button if you can, and the thumbs up button. It'd be very much appreciated. My highlight today, I don't know. Manta was better than I thought it was going to be. I enjoyed both my rides on that, even though the screens weren't working, the projectors weren't working. The dive coaster, a little bit rough, but it's brand new from this year. Electric Eel is fine, doesn't beat the one, doesn't beat Sky Scream in Germany for me. And also the Skyline attractions, I think it's Skyline. That was weird, and to get on that, because ever since I've seen them, I've always wanted to go at one of them, and they're all right. And again, maybe they're just very technical or quite expensive for what they are, because there doesn't seem to be too many of them around. I'm only trying to find my car now, because yeah, I've no idea where I parked. But I'll see you in the next video.